Welcome to The Explainer. Today, we're breaking down a completely counterintuitive approach to weight loss, one that actually involves eating more, not less. Seriously. If you've ever felt like losing weight is just this exhausting uphill battle against your own biology, well, you are in the exact right place. We are unpacking a fascinating framework today that takes conventional dieting, tosses it right out the window, and shows us how to upgrade our metabolism like a high-performance vehicle.
Let's kick things off with this massive number right here, 40. The author of our source material actually lost 40 pounds in just 3 months. But you know what the wildest part is? They did it by eating more food than they were before. I know, that sounds completely backward, but I promise there was no magic pill involved. Instead of punishing their body with starvation, they focused entirely on fixing a broken metabolism.
See, most of us accidentally destroy our metabolisms. We slash our calories, we spam cardio until we just completely burn out. But here's the thing you need to take away from this. Your metabolism isn't a fixed setting you were just born with. It's actually a highly adjustable dial. When you do the standard eat less, run more routine, you are effectively crashing that dial down. Today, we're going to learn how to crank it all the way up. Here's our roadmap for today's explainer. We'll look at the dieting trap, introduce why your metabolism is a car, discuss how to upgrade your engine, why you need premium fuel over cheap gas, how to drive smarter, not harder, and finally, we'll give you the 3-month playbook.
All right, Section 1, the dieting trap, or shrinking your own engine.
You know the drill, right? You rely strictly on slashing calories into oblivion, spamming brutal cardio 6 days a week, and basically cutting out carbs, fats, and, well, happiness. But when you do that, you're actually shrinking your muscle mass. That means the absolute second you eat a normal slice of pizza, the weight just comes flying back. Why? Because you haven't just lost fat. You've actively downgraded your body's entire fuel-burning system. So the weight comes back almost like it was just hiding behind the couch the whole time, simply because your metabolism has slowed to a total crawl.
Moving on to Section 2, your metabolism is a car. Let's look at the 4 levers of fat loss.
This table brilliantly illustrates the analogy. Your metabolism operates exactly like a car. Think about it. It's dictated by your engine size, which is your basal metabolic rate, or BMR. Then there's the fuel you use, which is measured by the thermic effect of food. Third is the miles you log, known as your non-exercise activity thermogenesis, or NEAT. And finally, how hard you push the speed, which is your exercise activity. Just like comparing an old clunker sitting in the driveway to a Formula One car doing hot laps all day, your body literally has these exact same 4 levers to pull. Which brings us to Section 3, upgrade your engine. Let's talk about building a bigger BMR. So what is a BMR? Your basal metabolic rate is your engine, and a giant V8 engine is going to burn way more fuel just sitting at a red light than a tiny little 4-cylinder, right? This is exactly why 2 people can eat the exact same amount of food and one gains weight while the other stays completely lean. The person staying lean simply has a bigger engine burning more calories at rest. And here is the crucial takeaway from this part. By lifting weights just 3 to 4 times a week, you build muscle, and muscle requires constant energy to maintain. Listen, the goal of your workout isn't actually to burn calories during the gym session itself. The real goal is to build a bigger engine so you are burning way more calories while you're sleeping or reading or just binging a show for the other 23 hours of the day.
Okay, Section 4, premium fuel over cheap gas. Let's dive into the thermic effect of food.
Now this is where it gets super interesting. Take a look at the thermic effect of food. By bumping up your protein intake to roughly 1.6 to 2 grams per kilogram of your body weight, you give yourself a massive, totally free metabolism boost. Your body actually burns up to 30% of those protein calories purely through the effort of digesting them. So by just changing what you eat, not necessarily eating less, mind you, you recover faster, you feel less hungry, and you're quietly burning more calories. On the flip side, ultra-processed snacks are your cheap gas. You might look at a low-fat yogurt or a so-called natural granola bar and think you're eating healthy. But when you flip that package over, it's packed with hidden seed oils and artificial additives. Stuff with names like E102 that honestly sound more like Star Wars droids than actual food. This stuff triggers cravings, drags down your performance, and completely wrecks your metabolism.
Honestly, nobody wants to stand in the grocery aisle trying to decode an ingredient list that looks like a complicated Wi-Fi password. So the source actually recommends using the Bloom app. It's super simple. You just snap a picture of the barcode and you get an instant, completely unbiased reality check. It tells you right away whether that snack is actually premium fuel or just junk food wearing gym clothes.
All right, Section 5, drive smarter, not harder. Let's talk about maximizing NEAT and recovery.
NEAT is, without a doubt, the most underrated metabolism booster on Earth. It's basically the calories you burn just doing random human stuff. Taking the stairs, carrying groceries, or pacing the kitchen at 11 p.m. while you're on the phone. Our author actually jumped from 2,000 to 10,000 steps a day just by pacing during calls or parking further away from the store. That stacks up to hundreds of extra calories burned every single day. And the best part? It requires absolutely zero sheer willpower.
But then you've got the opposite extreme, going into full self-destruction mode. We're talking about driving 90 miles per hour every single day with brutal HIIT cardio. All that does is spike your cortisol levels and completely ruin your sleep. Think about it. If you floor the gas pedal every single time you get in your car, eventually it's going to break down. When your body is stuck in a stressed-out recovery mode 24/7, your fat loss grinds to an absolute halt.
Here is a huge perspective shift for you. Exercise isn't actually your primary calorie burner. It's your body's biggest recovery demand. The secret really is just a few quality lifts with progressive overload. The people who win long-term aren't the ones sprinting until they puke for 2 weeks straight. No, they are the ones consistently showing up 6 months later because they can actually recover from their workouts.
And finally, Section 6, the 3-month playbook. Let's put this whole framework into action. Here is your highly actionable timeline. In month 1, you just lock in real high-protein fuel and you walk more. Build that foundation. In month 2, you add in 3 smart engine-building workouts a week. And in month 3, you just stay consistent. By month 3, you aren't even dieting anymore. Your engine is literally bigger, your fuel is premium, and your daily mileage keeps that metabolism humming along beautifully.
Ultimately, repairing your metabolism is all about consistency, not punishment. So I'll leave you with this question. If you've been killing yourself with crash diets and a broken down car, isn't it time to stop fighting your body and finally start working with it? Thanks so much for joining me on The Explainer today. And hey, here is to upgrading your engine.